Was good? We back again.
Yes,
It is
sir.
I, Sir Mac,
I'm Jojo.
and Kush is not here with us today.
Sad.
He is sickly. He's under the weather. Don't cry, Jojo. He will be back.
Okay.
He's coming back, Jojo.
All right. Sad, man.
It's okay. It's okay.
I ain't gonna take it that hard.
We're just gonna rub it off and just hope he gets back with us ASAP.
Yes, speedy recovery, please.
Please, sir. Please, please. So you know how we kick it, and we know how we do it. So first and foremost, it's the kicks. And today I have some dunk highs. Yes. Some lovely dunk highs. The acid wash dunk highs.
Oh.
From, what was it, 1985?
Oh, word?
Yeah, throwback joints. I
thought
mean,
were-
they didn't come out in 1985, but the model is based off of the 1985 model.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that like it was before its time.
Yeah, but they put the little age on the around it and then on the quarter end, cause it's not like pure white; it's like aged white.
Yeah, that's. Is it kind of like? Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I see what you're
Yeah.
saying.
So it's like you already didn't have them.
That's. I like the shade they have, like that black.
Yeah, no, the black pops, the black and white. I like the black and white ones, and then the other ones I got them too. But the yellow and black ones, those is fucking crazy.
So like, are these like comfortable enough to hoop in, or they're just like great stepping out shoes?
I'm not gonna lie, these hoes fit tight. So them hoes is really kind of like some stepping out shoes.
Okay.
I wouldn't trying to put them on the court, cause them hoes is like,
Yeah, true. I would hate to get a scuff with these.
I mean they crazy, but at the same time like they run small. So you got to get a big enough size, but then also with all the padding in there, it's kind of heavier than all the other regular ones.
Facts. Yeah, I
It's
see
just,
that.
I wouldn't hoop in them, but I definitely step out in them.
Yeah, just like that. Don't even tie it. Like just like that.
Oh yeah, that's how I rock them.
Oh yeah, just like that. You cannot tie these.
That's why it's like that. I don't really tie none of my shoes really.
You sound fancy, my brother.
I just do me, you know. I don't be bothering nobody.
I see with the Yeezys on. I know good and well you didn't tie those.
No, they're foam runners and they have no shoestrings. So if you catch me tying these, please help me out.
I'm gonna call Kanye myself and be like, I seen your shoes tied.
You know, I seen a video where there's a video going around. It's a fucking tutorial how to put laces in Yeezy foam runners.
Oh, people just doing shit at this point.
And I'm like, what would even be the point? You can't tighten nothing up.
What are they trying to make them look better, or?
I mean, they already ugly, so
I'm not gonna. The more I look at them, the more like.
it grows on you after a while.
Yeah. They're those type of shoes.
But I mean, it's still, the shoe is still the shoe. And then I love it because it's comfortable.
Yeah. You was telling me that. I was thinking about copping a pair. You said, hey, because I love wearing slides and stuff like that. So I
And
definitely.
that to me is like, it's like the pure mix of slide and shoe.
Yeah, see, that's
Because
the
you
perfect.
slide your foot in, but your foot is secure enough that it's not coming out.
Beautiful. You know what? Talk about it. Okay, I'll do that after the podcast. I think I'm gonna look them up and grab them.
True. But let's keep moving forward.
Yes, sir. You know
I,
what?
and I don't know much about what the tale is today. However, I just put out a pop that I felt like represents me right now. And that's Batman Scrooge.
You love Batman.
Yes, I do.
You love the hell out of Batman.
I got a lot of them.
You know what? I'm gonna go home and watch a movie of Batman just for you.
Hey, you know what? The animated Batmans be one of them dopest ones.
Oh, that's my favorite.
And
That's
they
my
be
favorite.
cussing in that motherfucking shit.
Word.
Man, they be slipping up and cussing. I don't know if it's an accident or not, but they be in there cussing.
What?
Yeah.
I gotta go. I'm gonna watch it until they cuss. I'm gonna be like, yo, they just.
Just like and the Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah.
Tramp always calls Lady bitch.
You're lying.
Swear to God. I got this shit on VHS. somebody else thought I was lying. And I fucking was pulled out the VHS, plopped that shit in, and fucking fast forward to the part where he's like, "There's a part, and he's in the park, and he's looking for lady, and he's like, bitch,
You're lying.
bitch,
You're fuck.
oh bitch."
You're lying. You're lying. It's not in there.
I
It's
swear
not
to
in there.
God.
It's not in there. That
I
is not in
promise to
there.
God, it's in
That's
there.
not in there.
That's
That
a Disney.
better not be.
That's a Disney movie on VHS. I don't know when it came out, but goddamn, it's in there.
Hey, talking about that, hey, somebody pointed out to me. They showed me like it's like Disney, like a back in the day show he had or whatever.
Yeah,
And on there, he has a crow, and the name of the crow is Jim.
yeah.
I was like,
Mm-hmm.
it's giving me a little racist vibes.
Back in
like,
the day, they was on something different. I don't know what they was on, but they was on some different shit.
Super different. But you know what? My favorite what's your favorite cartoon back? Like, if you go back, like your favorite vintage cartoon.
Before Batman, it was Mickey Mouse.
Word?
Like the old shit. Like I started off on Mickey Mouse, then I jumped to Scooby Doo, then I was on Batman and Scooby.
I never knew you watched Mickey Mouse. I just look at you and be like, nah, he's not watching Mickey Mouse. I'm thinking you.
I was little.
I get it, but I just don't see you watching Mickey Mouse.
You remember that little itty bitty TV that I used to have that was black and white?
Yeah.
That's the only shit I could pick up.
Facts. Makes sense. But I never thought you like took a hold to being like, yo, I like this. Like, I thought you just, oh, it's cool.
I mean, I ain't have shit else. I really ain't know what else to like.
What?
So like, we didn't have cable at the time, so whatever I could pick up off that.
Facts. My favorite, Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry, I ain't gonna lie, that's one of my favorites too.
Like, still to this day, I could like easily go to sleep watching Tom
And
and
it's
Jerry.
so funny because it's so enthusiastic to watch them,
Yeah.
even though they not saying shit.
At all. Like, that's what I love about the show. And then, like, it's only, like, screaming and shit. It's, like, it's
Yeah.
funny when Tom, like...
It's just reactions.
Yeah, it's like, that shit has to be weak. Especially, like, how smart the damn mouse is.
Or when the dog will randomly start talking to... He says, stay out my yard. Like, well, where did that come from? Because
Yeah,
there ain't
right.
nobody else said nothing.
Whole time, the mouse is trying to make sure he don't get eaten by the damn cat. The damn cat making sure he chasing the damn mouse. And then you got this scene where the damn dog is on the side of the mouse.
And this shit is crazy.
And then the damn dog always got a son with him, too.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, we can talk about this shit all day.
For real. But I pulled out the acid wash because Jojo told me a little bit about this, so I'm gonna go ahead and let Jojo tell us about this tale.
All right, so this got a plot twist to it.
A plot who?
Oh, excuse me, I did say that. This has a plot twist to it. So, yeah, this story been on my mind for like 3 days straight, and I was like, I was gonna do another story, but I was like, you know what? I like this story.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. I like the little plot twist it kind of had with it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this story. So I was like, I'm gonna write it down, and I was like, I got a story for y'all.
Well, let's hear it. I'm ready.
All right, so let's get to it. In the early morning around 4:30 on May 17, 2005, the police received a phone call from a lady named Amy Bosley. She was screaming to the dispatcher and saying, someone is breaking into my house. So the dispatcher tells her, hey, stay on the phone. And Amy proceeds to keep screaming. And then the dispatcher hears like a loud noise, like of the house phone fell.
Mm-hmm.
And then the phone hangs up.
Yeah.
So then the dispatcher, he makes a call back to Amy, and she answers, and she was like, oh my God, he just shot my husband. So the police race out to the home, and they find a door that has like a window on it. So like, so I can explain this better. It's like I wouldn't say old. Would it be like an old school door? Like it's like
could be.
Okay, because it's like connected to like the laundry room. And it's like the door is like to the outside of the house. So it's like a door, and then like imagine like a window part on the door.
Okay, I see what you like. The washer and dryers on the outside of the house.
No, the washer and dryer is inside. It's like in the basement. where the washer and dryer is at, and then
Okay.
it's the door, and the door
Leads.
leads to outside, but the door has a window, like a window on it.
Okay.
Okay, so the police find that door, and it's the window on that door is shattered. And when they step inside, they look around and they notice the home looks like it's been ran through, like someone has broken in. And there was like glass everywhere, of course, because they broke the glass.
Okay.
And the police, they get to the bedroom where Amy and her husband was sleeping at, and they notice that her husband is slumped over on the bed. And when they notice the husband is slumped over on the bed, they notice that there's multiple gunshot wounds inside of her husband, and he was pronounced dead at the scene.
Damn.
They also discovered that Amy's husband was Bob Bosley. Now, backstory on Bob. Bob Bosley, he had his own roofing company, and he did pretty good. He made millions off this company.
It was good.
Didn't know roofing companies, did you that well, but had me kind of thinking like, man, I'm give me a roofing company.
For real.
But
I'm doing the wrong shit.
hey, for real, I was like, yo, roofing? But supposedly he been doing this since he was like a teenager. It was kind of like his little dream or whatever.
Okay.
So he goes in, he has a roofing company, and of course, when you bringing in millions, you're gonna live that lifestyle with the millions. So he had the lavish lifestyle, I'll call it. He was buying expensive cars. He had a vacation cabin as a actual home, and of course, he was spending lots of money on houseboat parties.
On a houseboat party?
Houseboat parties.
Oh, so he was living it up.
Oh, living it up. Like, he was up there. Like,
Yeah.
I've never even been on a houseboat party. And it made me want to be like, when
A
I was looking at the images,
I ain't even ever thought about a houseboat.
bruh, me neither. I was like, a houseboat. I heard of boat parties, but he had a houseboat party. So,
Yeah, he was living it up.
so he was
Most people party on yachts. He was on a houseboat.
different.
That's crazy.
So, Mr. Bob, he was respected by his community. And others around him also had respect for him. And he was good at heart. And an example of him being good at heart, Bob, he had workers that worked for him because he was the owner of the business, of course. Mm-hmm. And if his workers ever came to him and was like, hey, look, Bob, I'm running low on cash. Instead of him paying them more in their paycheck, he would go in his own pocket
Yeah.
and slide him the money and just say, hey, pay me back when you can. Those are like the best people.
Damn.
And also, he was also like this with some customers. So it was this lady around the holiday time. She needed her roofing to be fixed. Of course, he comes to this roofing company. He helps her out. And with him doing this thing for her, doing the roofing company thing for her, she was trying to figure out how was she going to pay for it. Yeah. So once he figured out, like, how was she going to pay for this, he was just like, hey, look, it's the holidays. Merry Christmas. And he did it for free. All right, so then we're back at the house. When the police is talking to Amy about the break-in,
Mm-hmm.
she tells them that the intruder was about 5'6".
Okay.
He weighed about 170 pounds. He was a white male and with a stocking over his face. And this part's a little strange. She also mentioned that he smelled like urine.
What the fuck?
And he had a speech impediment problem. So I'm guessing he started talking to her.
They had a conversation.
I'm guessing. She never mentioned what the conversation was about. Sketchy. But she said he had a speech impediment. So when the police view Amy, they noticed that she had cuts on her chest and she had another cut behind her ear. And during the search around the house, the police had found pill bottles all over the place. So they're thinking that the intruder, he was looking for prescription drugs.
Okay.
And they also found out that Bob and Amy had 2 children, and they were at the home during the break-in.
Right.
But fortunately, they were not harmed during this at all. So after everything goes down, they take Bob's body and they do the autopsy, and they reveal in the autopsy that Bob was shot 7 times.
Do you know what? I mean, I know it's a gun, but I mean, like, what kind of gun? Or
Oh, it was it was a 9mm.
Okay.
So he was popped with that. He was shot 7 times, and
Damn, that sucks.
At
Getting
the-
shot 7 times in your own house.
but catch this out, bro. He was shot 7 times, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the crime scene, they only found 2 shell casings. So what does that mean?
Okay.
So And they go back and they investigate the house again. They look around and they figure out that robbery could not have been the motive because there was cash left out at the house, and also there was cash inside of Bob's wallet, not
Yeah.
too far away from his body.
Those are always telltale signs. Like something's fishy.
Amy told the detectives that Bob's best friend Noah might have had something to do with it because that not too long ago, or 2 days prior, matter of fact, they had an argument about Noah owing Bob some money.
Mm-hmm.
Also, they believe that it might have been one of Bob's workers because his roofing company had a high turnover rate.
What?
Yeah.
So you gonna kill the owner because you?
Yeah, same thing I said. I said, I've never worked at a job that had a high turnover rate and was like, you know what? All right.
Most people leave because they find better.
All right. I'm going to find out where he live at. I got something for him. But back to the story. When the police questioned Noah, he had a solid alibi, so he was quickly ruled out. So then the police turned to Bob and Amy, two kids, about what happened that night.
Okay.
And their story was different from their mom. Amy's story was that she heard the glass break and then she heard the gunshots. But her kid's story was they heard the gunshots and then they heard the glass break. So with this information, the police went ahead and they got a search warrant
Yeah.
to check the house. And this time, they checked the basement.
Okay.
And under the stairs in the basement.
So wait. The first time they didn't check the basement?
No, I think they checked it, but they didn't thoroughly check it. Because the house just got broken into. So they were just, it's just shit everywhere.
Yeah.
So this time they're just like, okay, we got the stories down. So now let's match the stories up with what we found inside the house. I think they were doing.
Okay.
So they go back and they check the basement. And lo and behold, guess what they find? They find a bat under the stairs as if it was hidden. And on this bat, they noticed that the bat was an aluminum bat.
Yeah.
And the bat had scratches, like fresh scratches on there.
Damn.
With glass inside of it.
Damn.
So the bat was sent off to a lab to be tested. And they also sent off pieces of glass from the door. And they also sent off, because remember it's a door, so they the bat, it had got some white paint on it from the door.
Yeah.
So they sent off the paint to the lab and they sent off the glass to the lab. And they tested the bat to see if it would match up, and it was a perfect match.
Wow. God damn.
So now the police needed to know, where did this bat come from? So they go back to the kids and they ask, where did this bat come from? And the kids confirm, that bat belongs to us.
Shit.
So the police go back and they look back that night and they notice that the glass was on the outside of the house.
Yeah.
As if someone broke it from the they were inside and they broke it from the inside and they knocked the glass outside. So with that being told, they kept searching the basement and they also searched inside of the washing machine inside the basement, and it had a towel in there. And inside the towel was 4 shell casings.
So inside the washing machine was 4 shell casings.
Inside the washing machine, it was 4 shell casings.
So somebody hit the fucking.
And it was wrapped inside of a towel at the bottom of the washing machine.
Wow. What a hiding place in the washing machine.
Same thing I said. I was just like, if I'm gonna, let me get back to it. So at this point, and then the shell casings that they had, the 4 shell casings, because they had 2 shell casings. I told you it was 7 shots. It was 2 shell casings.
Yeah.
So those 2 shell casings, they got put inside the evidence. So they already had those 2. So they just compared those 2 to the 4. Now I'm not a guns man, so I don't know how guns work and everything when they do evidence with them. But they were able to tell that those shell casings came from the same gun.
It's something about the way the gun fires.
Yeah.
Is unique to the bullet mark, the mark that it leaves on the bullet.
Okay.
So
like if you had a gun and you shot it, I grabbed the shell casings from it, I could do something to basically figure out what gun you shot.
Yeah.
And also what serial number that exactly.
Well, see, the shell casing itself is going to tell you what type of caliber it was.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay. See, I need to get into guns so I can know this.
Well, yeah, because the the casing
Hmm.
only holds the actual shit that's firing out. That's
Okay.
why the gun has the casings. That's why the casings
Oh,
stay back. Because a little bit of gunpowder and whatever metal is in there that's going to shoot out shoots out, and the casing falls out. The whole bullet doesn't go.
I'm embarrassed because I didn't know none of that shit. I'll just be like, yo, why? I mean, it just looked cool watching the showcases pop back, but I'd be like, I don't know why that shit happening.
That's the bullets. That's the shell casings that are no longer.
You learn something every day.
I guess so.
Appreciate it, Mac. So at this point, like we all are at this point, the police were suspicious about Amy being involved in her husband's death.
Very much.
And they were even more suspicious when they received a phone call
Oh shit.
from the IRS. The IRS had called the prosecutors and said that it might have been a motive
Damn.
on why she took her husband out because they were supposed to have a meeting that morning.
The
About
IRS.
yeah, the IRS was supposed to have a meeting that morning with Bob and Amy
Yeah.
about taxes because their Bosley's roofing company hadn't paid taxes in 5 years.
Wow.
It gets even crazier than that.
Who's in charge of finances?
That's why it gets crazier.
Oh shit.
So, I'm going to tell you first how much they owed in taxes. Just imagine you have $1 million company.
You haven't paid in
And
5
you
years.
haven't paid taxes in 5 years.
Fuck.
They owed the government $1.7 million.
Shit. God damn.
And this is super important because the person that ran the books of the company was none other than Amy.
Of course. Why, Amy? Why? Just pay. Pay the people. You got it.
And not just that, what makes it crazier is so this she did all this. I mean, this all happened at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
First thing in the morning, she calls the IRS to let the IRS know that they will not be able to have the meeting because her husband had been murdered.
She called at 4 o'clock in the morning.
She called at 4 o'clock in the morning. And what's crazier with the story?
That's like snitching on yourself.
Big time. Big time.
Why is that the first? That's the first thing on your mind. Your husband dies and you get called the IRS.
It gets even crazier, Matt. So, she previously, well, the IRS had been trying to reach Bob,
Yeah.
but she wouldn't let them reach Bob. So Bob had no idea this at all. So, like, imagine, like, you own a company, you owe taxes. The person that's running your books is like, yo, everything good every year. They like coming to you like, hey, look, man, everything is straight. You ain't got to worry about nothing. I handled that. I took care of that. I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And plus, not to mention, this is your partner. This your wife.
This your wife.
So you got extra trust in her.
Right.
So
You got kids with her.
with them trying to figure out like, yo, why can't we talk to Bob? They was like, yo, can we get like a we need to schedule a phone call meeting for Bob. So Amy's like, yeah, I'll set it up for you. So she acts like she's Bob and she gets on the phone and she's talking to the IRS. And the IRS was like, this doesn't sound like Bob. But they're not letting her know that. They're just acting like they're telling her all the information. And she's like trying to act like she sounds like a man. And it's funny because the investigator on the case,
Yeah.
he said he went back and listened to the phone call. It said she sounded more like Hermit the Frog than she did Bob.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Talk about a shitty job. At least try to get another man to fucking act like he's Bob. You gonna fucking sit there and act like you're Bob? Like, did you practice? Did you ask anybody first?
I was like, what? She like act like. Did you really think you sound like a?
You thought you was around him enough to just pick?
That's the only thing I could come to the conclusion. Like maybe she thought I'm around him enough. I sound just like Bob. This is my Bob voice.
Maybe one of the kids said that you sound like Dad, and she's like, yes, I sound just like him.
Well, that shit completely backfired. It said she sound like Hermit the Frog, though.
And then it's just probably bullshitting around, just jerking her around and just telling her like some dumbass shit. And then she's like, yeah, yeah, we're going to get that handled. And they're like, they don't even have to do that.
So Amy finally comes out and she admits to doing this murder. So this is what really happened, because what I just told you was completely false. There was no intruder. Amy,
Oh, I thought the whole thing was supposed to say, no, you just lied to me this whole time.
I did. I lied. None of that happened. There was no intruder at all. What happened was Amy put her kids to bed. Then she waited till Bob went to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Staged her house like someone broke inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Went upstairs. Made sure Bob was asleep. Shot Bob 7 times. Grabbed the towel. Went downstairs. Well, grabbed the towel, put the shell casings inside of it to try to hide the evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Which is stupid, because it's like you're inside your house. You're going to keep the evidence inside your house. Like if someone else gets involved, or like law enforcement, obviously, they're not going to check. You don't think they're going to check like, yo, let's check around everywhere. No,
Well,
all
I
places,
guess she really wasn't counting on that washer being checked.
bro, out of all places, like there's somewhere in the attic, put it in the ceiling. You put it in a place where someone can just easily just like pop it open. There it is.
I mean, I don't condone.
I mean, of course.
I'm just saying,
But
if
we
you're
was
gonna get
going
rid
to,
of evidence, you shouldn't leave it at the place of the crime scene.
at all. And then what was crazier was when they were checking Amy.
Yeah.
When they noticed Amy, her shirt was kind of well, she tried to stage it to make it seem like her shirt was ripped open by the intruder, like she put up a fight. And then she grabbed a pair of scissors and she cut herself on her breast, like on the chest area. That's where the chest came from, because she grabbed the scissors and cut herself there.
It pisses me off because
No, the worst part.
hold on.
Go ahead.
That part right there is just so stupid. When was this?
This was in 2005.
So yeah, that was very dumb, because you don't think that in 2005 a motherfucker can look and say that was done by somebody scratching you, or that was done by a fucking knife or a fucking sharp object. There's a big difference between man-made and human.
Yeah, the cut was like, it didn't look like a fingernail scratch. It legitly looked like a scissor or some type of sharp object.
Exactly.
So it's like, and then like
and the dude had a gun, but he cut you.
yeah, and then that was also another part that threw it off. It's like, steal some money or take the money and put it somewhere. You left the money out so the police could see and go, okay, it wasn't robbery.
And then she only left pill bottles out.
Yeah, it was pill bottles. Like for the most part, it was really just pill bottles. I mean, the house was messy, but it was mainly like pill bottles. She tried to make it seem like if there was just like running through the pills in the house.
What the fuck?
And then it's like, you shoot him. What's the point of hiding the shell casings? But that's another important part. She shot Bob with Bob's gun.
God damn.
The police noticed when they did the footage back,
Yeah.
that her sister had her purse, or her sister-in-law had her purse.
Uh-huh.
So, no, I'm lying. It was her sister. Not her sister-in-law. It was her sister.
Okay.
Her sister had her purse, and they noticed that her sister had her purse because they were looking for their gun.
Yeah.
She gave the gun to her sister, and her sister had no idea that the gun was inside the purse. So when the sister found out, like later on, like when the police went to go ask her, like, hey, what happened to the purse? She went back and she looked inside the purse, and she noticed the gun was in there, so she turned it in to the police.
Of course.
If you're going to do a crime, at least let people know that, hey, look, you're a part of this now.
Listen.
She just thought her sister would get rid of it for her.
You can't have an accomplice if they don't know they're an accomplice.
Thank you. And let's get back to the part with the scissors. Yeah, she used the scissors to cut her shirt. And they noticed that the shirt wasn't grabbed. They noticed the shirt was cut.
Yes.
When they went back and looked at it. So she literally told her herself this whole case.
Yeah.
And what's crazier is
she left all the evidence there.
She killed her husband in the same house that her kids were in. Like, it's just, that part just throws me off.
Yeah, it always throws you off when the kids are involved.
It's like,
it's like, how can you have your children in the other room and you're murdering the person you created with?
Yeah, you killed their dad in the same house as them. Like, they gotta live with that trauma
for the rest of their lives.
And
not only that, that instantly changes their entire life. That
Like,
shit's so crazy.
yeah, it truly does. And another crazy thing about the case is that she's up for parole this year, 2022.
Wow.
She only got 20 years, and she's up for parole this year. And
She only got 20
she
years?
only got 20 years for doing that. Killed her husband, 20 years. I'm guessing she took a plea deal.
Fuck that.
That's the only thing. But I say the same
She
thing all
killed,
the time.
and then what was the reason for killing him?
She killed him because she ruined his business, and I guess she didn't have the guts to tell him. So she thought the best way to solve this problem was to kill him, and also she thought that killing him would clear her tax problem, because still to this day they don't know what happened to the $1.7 million. They believe the family, Bob's family, believes that she buried it somewhere, like on some property that they had, and when she gets out, she's gonna go back to that money. But no one, like when they asked her, she wouldn't come out and say what she did with it, or she would just basically lie and say like she spent it like on their luxury lifestyle or whatever. But it was like they believe she stole the money, which I believe too at this point.
Well, not only that, where's the rest of his money?
Well, the money that he probably actively had when he died probably
Yeah.
went towards the kids. But she killed her husband to take care of a tax problem, and because
But that's not gonna.
she ruined his business,
You fucked up the man's company
big time. 5 years.
for 5 years. And you could have just told him, and maybe he could have figured it out.
That's what I was thinking also.
He was about to go have his meeting, and that's probably why, because she was finally about to go have that meeting.
But it's still stupid. Why would you kill him the morning right before the meeting?
Couldn't take it.
But I mean, I'm not condoning kill him sooner. I'm not condoning killing anybody at any time. But it's just kind of like you did everything around the time where everything would add up to point straight to you.
Yeah.
It just made it stupid. I was just like,
Yeah.
this is bizarre. This is like, yeah. So when I read this case, I was like, yeah, I got to tell this story, man.
No, this tale is crazy. That's a wild one.
I was like, wow, Amy, really? And then she's up for parole. And Bob's family, they wrote the judge or the courts, and they basically just said like, keep her in there, let her out.
I hope they show up and say that and be there in person.
Yeah, I would. It was like, nah, she doesn't deserve to get out for parole. I mean, nobody would though. You know?
I mean, because that's fucked up. You ruined a man's business, and then instead of just telling him, you could have told him on the first year. You could have fixed it on the second year or the third year. You let this go on for 5 years, and when you're finally about to get found out, he decided to take his life.
Killed that man, bro. Inside the same house as his freaking kids. And even the kids, they spoke on it, and they were just like, they're just trying to, put this behind them. It's a traumatizing thing they deal with every day, because it's like, my dad's dead because of my mom.
Yeah.
That's just...
No, that's definitely...
Yeah. Yeah, that would fuck with me, honestly, thinking about it. Like,
Yeah,
damn.
you would definitely try to move past that, because...
Yeah, because you're not even being raised by a parent now. They were raised by their grandparents, and it's like... And then you got to think, like, when you try to correspond with your mom's side of the family, like, you can't even really talk about your mom without thinking about that situation.
Yeah.
So
It's like almost like an elephant in the room every time you go around.
yeah, there you go. That's the word to use. Like, yeah, that's strange. It's like, nah, man, that's...
No, I get it. Yeah, that was deep.
I had to tell it. But I got plenty more, y'all. I got way plenty more.
That was nice. I like that one.
I appreciate it, man.
That was-
Appreciate it.
That was crazy. Damn, I'm gonna have to go watch that documentary now.
Oh yeah, I got it off of Forensic Files. That's where I first seen it at.
Okay.
And then I read about it, doing like a little research and stuff, and I was like,
Kush
oh,
was
man.
telling me about. He was telling me about Waco on the last one, and I actually started watching it. That's what I was hoping he was gonna be here, but it's not. But yeah, it's a trippy one. He said he wants to do it. I was like, cool, but that one is trippy.
Well, I like stories.
He had basically his own, down there his own cult, and
Oh shit.
like he had his own following, his own members and everything, and then these people went on a war with The government
Oh,
out there in Waco.
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly
Yeah.
what you're talking about. That's a real good one. Yeah, we should definitely do that. That's a real good
Bro,
one.
that one is crazy.
Yeah, when I did like the little think about it, I only did like a little bit of reading into it. So yeah, when he like connects everything together,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely like that shit.
Yeah. I told him shit. Find that shit and do it. Fuck it.
You got to. Oh yeah, that's a good ass one. Yeah, that Waco code. I want to kind of talk about it like.
Nah, but I
wanna-
just started watching the show. I think I'm on it like 3 episodes in. I don't know how many episodes it is, but yeah, it was just tripping to me that it lasted for so long.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the crazy part.
Crazy story.
It's like it lasted for that long, and then when they showing like they were showing the footage of like the ATF's agents going in and
Yeah.
like getting shot and everything, I was like, whoa.
And the thing about it is, that's not like a story that we even talk about like on a regular, you know.
Nah.
And you would think we would, because that shit was big. Like,
Yeah.
that shit took place.
40
like,
days, bro. That's a month and 10 days.
Bruh, that shit lasted for a minute. Like, and to have like, that wasn't even regular police. Like,
No, these is like special agents.
Yeah, they was like, nah, we gotta shut this dude down.
Like
they weren't playing with that, like yeah, the ending and everything. Yeah, you'll love it, man.
Yeah, I'll probably go watch a couple of more episodes.
Oh,
Cause that shit was crazy when I was just like, whoa, this happened, like for real. There's a story about this dude who got mad at. He got mad. I forgot exactly what he got mad about, but it was in somewhere in Colorado. But he basically took his tractor, his little dump tractor, whatever you call it,
Yeah.
and he reinforced it and made it bulletproof.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he got mad. I think it was like some oil company. They was trying to like build on his property. They had made like an agreement, and he was gonna get like a lot of money or some shit for it. And basically, they looked at the property line and it was like, wait, we don't need to use your property. We can use some other property. So he was mad he wasn't getting that money. So, yeah, I know you're talking about.
I forgot what he got mad about. I just remember he went and built his own damn tank out of a fucking tractor.
Have you seen the images of that shit?
Yeah, dog. I seen the documentary on that shit. Like they showed dude, and the police is like they shooting at him, and he's just strolling down the street, and I'm just like, and he even put the little window in there, but he made it like he knew he wasn't coming up out of there. Like he got in there like
yeah.
Cause that shit, I was just like,
it reminded me when I'm playing on Call of Duty. When I seen it, it reminded me of some Grand Theft Auto shit. I was like, this shit can't be real. This shit cannot be real. That shit is real.
And that's the crazy part. That's why I like doing this shit. Cause like some of these stories is just like, you can't be serious. Like you broke, you didn't even take the time to go outside, close the door, break the door, and make it seem like somebody did it. You just went downstairs and broke your glass. Glass everywhere. And it's like, in 2005, I could tell the difference.
Yeah. And see, like, well, I mean, I guess, like, kind of being, like, I wouldn't say in shock, but, like, just kind of, like, seeing how everything is kind of playing out. You don't think about the whole situation till afterwards, but, like, yeah, I definitely would have now, like, been thinking, like, yo, why what the hell is the glass on the outside of your house instead of, like, you break in, your glass fall inside. Your shit on the outside. What the hell happened?
I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I was raised, but when I pull up, I'm suspicious of everything.
Yeah, see? But
I thought, because I thought that's what detectives was. They supposed to be suspicious of everything, because you don't know the story. You just know what they telling you.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Like, when you look at it, though, it's like, damn, she really did everything that was building up completely against her. Like, all the evidence was pointing like, yo, you did this. There's no way you was getting away with it.
I wonder what she really did with that money, though. I wonder if she, like, tried to get it to some offshore accounts or something.
I would have.
Because...
Well, let me stop saying it like that, but, I mean, yeah, in that situation...
You sounded very incriminating.
No.
You know how many banks I got open right now?
I'm not a criminal at all.
You a good old boy.
But, yeah, I don't know, man. 1.7 million. I think that's kind of hard to hide though. At the same time, like where
But
would?
I'm saying like with all the money, like so that's 1.7 million that they owe the IRS over 5 years. So over that 5 year span, what was she really doing with all the money? Because he had $1 million roofing company. That means you're earning. You know what I
And
mean?
then it was also rumored that she could have possibly been having an affair. So
That's what I
maybe,
started thinking.
yeah,
Like
maybe
maybe she was
she,
sliding somebody else some
yeah,
money or something. Like,
yeah. See, so, but I mean, the cold thing about that is if she did,
shit, it's been 20 years. That shit gone.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude ain't finna just hold that on. Like,
Hopefully, you made a, made something out of
I would keep my name low because it's kind of like anything,
it.
you
Dealing with
know.
her, like,
Yeah, you know what I'm
oh,
saying. Yeah, I'd
you
be like,
want
no,
that?
I don't
I
even
don't
know.
know. I don't know.
And the fact that she obviously didn't say anything like, oh, yo, he has something to do with it, or he has the money or anything like that, lets you like even further know, like, yo, let's keep
Well,
this
it makes me suspicious.
very, very, very. Whole thing was suspicious. It's like, dang, like, oh, I mean, I know you ain't a murderer, but if you decide the case where you're finna lose somebody $1.7 million, like,
And was there insurance on him?
I didn't know. I don't know. I didn't. I'm pretty sure it was
Because
though.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm pretty
Like,
sure there was though, and hopefully that went all towards the kids. She had nothing to do with it. I hope.
but that's what I'm saying.
Because
Goddamn.
they was married still, so you know the laws the court. So
Oh, but I think it is something against murder or something. Like if you murdered a spouse.
oh yeah, that is in some type of some of the insurance plans. Like yeah, they make sure like
Yeah.
shit like that don't happen because
Yeah.
they know how that shit work.
But
And
then
so
even then, she is so fucking retarded. She fucking really called the fucking IRS and was like,
yeah,
I
just
know
just
it's 4 o'clock in the morning, but we won't make that meeting today.
yeah, it's like why is that on your mind? I'm like yo,
Like, bitch, if you don't let them people call you,
my husband just got killed or my spouse just got killed. I'm not worried about calling the IRS. I'm worried about like yo like that. I'm traumatized.
like what?
She
And then you got your house broken into with your kids in the house, supposedly,
yeah.
and you got attacked, supposedly. But yet, you calling the IRS at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well, no, she didn't call him that early, but she called like when the morning time came around,
Yeah.
like 7, 8 o'clock or some shit like that.
Oh, like first thing in the morning?
Yeah, first thing in the morning type shit though.
That's still weird.
Yeah, your house literally just got broken into. Your husband got killed during this.
Did you even check on the kids? Are you sure they okay?
And see, and that's also what I was thinking about because it's like if I'm gonna do something like this, I gotta make sure my kid's story somewhat along with this. Like she basically got busted because of the kids. The kids told the police
Well,
that bat was theirs. That's suspicious.
she,
And then they told them they
she
heard.
I don't want to say she got busted because of the kids, but she really fucked her own self because one, she was already doing wrong.
Facts.
Two, she did it while the kids are there. Kids are innocent. Why would you even do that type of shit with the kids around?
And then they heard the gunshot, so basically they
Exactly.
heard their father die. Basically,
And then that's another thing. You doing this shit with kids. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. Because you're traumatizing them. And then when they see the police officers, the people who they've been told are going to help, of course they're going to tell them whatever they need to tell them because they want to help them find who killed their dad.
yeah, she took the biggest L
And
in
then
life.
she obviously she couldn't tell her own husband that she fucked up for 5 years. She damn sure ain't gonna tell the kids she did anything to their dad. She couldn't take it. She couldn't handle that type of pressure. She thought she was gonna get away with that shit smooth because the kids was asleep. And I guess she doesn't know how loud a gun is.
Shot that man with his own gun, though, bro.
You shot that man 7 times in the same house with your kids sleep. 7 times.
7 times. Overkill.
And my thing is just you shot him 7 times, thinking that the kids being asleep was gonna save you. You didn't think that one time that like that loud ass gun gonna motherfucking make all that damn noise and them kids gonna wake up. And then once the kids is up, they gonna be shooken and scared. They not gonna come out and say shit. And so they listening, and now they heard your dumb ass go down there and break the glass.
Yeah. That's traumatizing to the next
That's
level.
hell. Just to find out that you thinking you got an intruder, your mom comes in, she all fucked up and bloody finally after she fucking get done everything she doing.
Yeah.
And then you sitting there thinking you got an intruder in your house just to find out it's your own parent.
Your own damn mama killed your pops for the simple fact over a problem that could have easily been solved.
Something that's
Even if it wasn't easily solved, like he
it could
obviously
have
had
been
money.
solved.
It might not have been easy probably to be solved. It probably not even been easy to tell him, but it'd been easier than killing him.
He would have had an opportunity. You could have told him on year 2, like, yo, I fucked up last year. You might want to hire somebody to do this shit.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? That's why I was like, yo, this year 2, this year 3. You can still say something. You wait 5?
5. That's what makes me feel like she was up to something because
Had to be.
he been doing this since he was young. I feel like at some point he was taking care of everything, and then he let her take care of the shit. And then for 5 years, the last 5 years, she just I don't know what the fuck she did.
Yeah, that's even deeper thinking about it. Like he probably showed her how to do the books and make sure.
Yeah, make sure everything was gonna go straight.
And he had no idea. Like and that's the part also too. He had no idea why he got killed.
Yeah, he was killed in his sleep.
Yeah. Oh damn. I didn't even think of it like that. Dude was killed in his sleep, and then he has no idea he was killed, and has no idea who killed him.
Well, it depends on where she shot him.
Well, they said he was on the bed, slumped over, like face, like he was like hanging off of it.
Oh, so he was
like his knees was on the floor, and his upper body was on top of the bed. That's the position they found him in.
Well, see, he was probably trying to move. He was probably trying to get up. He was probably trying to move.
Even if he was struggling, like, yo, I just been shot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, well, because you getting shot out in your sleep, that's got to be shocking as fuck.
yeah.
And the second time, it's got to be like, I got to move. But then you just keep getting shot. So that shit that's sad because it's just, you did it. Nobody else did anything to you, and you sat there and did that stupid ass shit. And then you want to go and kill somebody because you fucked up. Hell no, you don't need to be let the fuck up. Y'all just need to stay the fuck in. You out here blaming other folks. You killing other folks over your own fucking fuck ups. That's not.
And then 20 years? Like, nah. Fuck
20
that.
years? There's people that got drug charges for 20 years. You killed an innocent man. You killed an innocent family member who you picked to be your family member.
Facts.
And you picked to reproduce with. Because you fucked up what y'all had. Well, actually what he had. You fucked up his dream. And then you shot him while he dreaming. That's fucked up. Fuck that. That bitch need to stay locked the fuck up. Hell nah. That's some bullshit.
You are something else, my man.
I'm just saying, that's fucked up.
He said you shot him while he was dreaming. Damn. Shit.
Just told all his dreams. Fucked up all his dreams.
And then, like, it's just...
And then you only get fucking 20 years. You fucked up all his dreams and you only getting 20 years, bro.
Just 20 years. That's it, just 20. I've never understood those cases, though. It's like, I feel like if you kill somebody, that's life. Unless you're protecting yourself. That's the only time I'm like...
Self-defense, of course, but shit.
But you ain't defending the damn thing.
If you just out here killing people, bro, That shit don't even make no goddamn sense.
And you killed him over a situation that could have been simply talked about.
2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, shit, 5. But that's what makes me think that she did that shit on purpose. She knew what the fuck she was doing.
So you think she was plotting the whole time?
For 5 years, that either puts it at 99 or 2000. So by then, everybody already knew what the fuck was up. You know what the fuck you doing.
Yeah. Yeah. You didn't that many years go by. Yeah, I can see that. Because what you think is going to happen with the IRS? They going to stop calling?
You know what I'm saying?
Like, nah. Yeah. Yeah,
You
true.
and then you in that age bracket where you seen the motherfucking with them, they in that age bracket where they seen that shit change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They seen how the shit evolving, how businesses is evolving, and how the IRS is doing shit. So ain't no way in hell you thought you was just gonna keep going without paying no goddamn taxes. Don't even make fucking sense.
The whole time, he probably walking around bragging on his wife.
Well, see, that's another thing. That's another issue, which could be true because he walking around thinking he don't owe nobody nothing,
See what I'm saying? Like,
and he spending bread,
yeah.
and he having parties and shit, not
Living it
knowing that he really in debt.
He had the perfect life. Like, you got boats, cars.
And that's another thing. That's what I say. She killed all of his dreams.
Yeah.
Because even if she would have told him that shit still would have killed some of his dream because it's just like, well, damn, now I got to come up with 1.7 just for taxes. You know what I'm saying? So now he got to get back on the grind.
And over your fuck up, like, you did that. Like, you literally drowned his company. Like, the company wiped out now. Ain't no.
Yeah.
You didn't even give a chance for the kids to
Well,
even
now
try
it's
to
like
eat off of
definitely tainted because it's just like
yeah.
everything that she did surrounding it.
Like, yeah, you scarred your family, you scarred his family, you scarred your kids. You only got 20 years out the deal. I feel like you scarred a lot of us only having 20 years. You killed the innocent man. He don't even get to say goodbye to anything, anybody. You killed him in his damn sleep.
Sweet.
I think that's the weakest move ever.
He wasn't even doing nothing to you.
Yeah. He wasn't abusive and nothing crazy like that. Like, he took care of you.
And you fucked up the only job you had. You had one fucking job.
That he put you on. Damn.
Yeah, you had one fucking job. One job. And then you hid the bat in the house, the bullets in the washer.
All the evidence inside the house. Nothing was even, like, let me, and the only thing she did try to get rid of was that gun. But then you gave it to a person that had no idea what the hell you was doing.
Exactly. Like, what the fuck?
And it's not even you put his gun in your bag and gave it to your sister. But that kind of does make me question the sister in a way because it's like, I know that bag got to have some weight on it. You got a whole gun in there. But, I mean, she came through and told the police, like, hey, look, I ain't got shit to do with this. She probably, because it was, like, a little time afterwards. Yeah. And then, you know what I'm saying, she came through and let them know, like, hey, like, gun in the bag. I ain't got shit to do with this. I would've been on the same shit, like, man.
I mean, there ain't no telling what it might have took to get that. But at the same time, some guns are light, some guns are heavy. And especially if you have a full clip or empty clip. So it really just kind of depends.
Yeah, true, that too.
So,
but I think it's kind of awkward. Why are you giving me your purse?
Ain't no telling.
Like, oh, girl, hold this. You just got robbed. Why the hell you giving me your, you know what I'm saying? Like, did you check and make sure all your stuff is in here?
I ain't gonna lie, my curious ass would have been looking in that bitch as soon as she gave it to me.
Yeah, see what I'm
been
saying?
Like, what the fuck is this? And why the fuck is you giving it to me?
Yeah.
But then again, I think it's another trait from the way I was raised because...
Yeah. Because some people, they probably like, oh, it's a purse, personal items and shit like that.
Well, shit, fuck that. Motherfucking... I know a story where somebody threw somebody else a bag. And with the people already knowing what was in the bag, seeing the dude throw the bag to somebody else, and as soon as old boy caught it, he got in trouble too. Yup. And they took them both. I said, Be damned to I hold it back for anybody before I know what the fuck is in it. I ain't even touching it. And I'm gonna tell him, go ahead, fingerprint it. It ain't mine. It ain't mine.
Now that's fucked up.
Oh yeah.
That's man. We definitely would have had to.
Man, what? So that's why I said my curious ass would have been looking in the bag ASAP. Cause like, why you giving me your purse?
Bro, that's
Your shoulder hurt? What's wrong?
yeah. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
You know, there ain't no telling what they might have said. Cause at the same time, that is a sister.
yeah.
And a simple in love is something different. But at the same time, don't just be handing me no bag. Say it's empty.
Yeah.
Tell me something. You know what I'm saying? You don't want me to look in it, tell me it's empty. Otherwise, I'm trying to see what's in this bitch because I need to know.
I definitely would have been looking inside.
I need to know where I need to put it. I need to know if it need to come with me or if it really need to stay with you.
Because in the midst of it, I'm pulling up. Like, I'm just putting myself in the sister's shoes. I'm pulling up to see, what's going on. You just got, your husband just got popped in. Your house just got robbed. Like, what's going on?
But then you know what?
But
on the other side from the sister, like you said,
it's a lot of chaos going on.
There's a lot of chaos going on, and that might have been like a weird thing.
Yeah.
But she might have felt better, like, oh, just take my purse, because if they come back, I don't want them to find it, or some shit.
Yeah, you gonna say
some weird shit.
She was already on some weird shit with the whole, let me grab some scissors and self-inflict injury to myself and tell the police, yo, man, this dude was trying to kill me.
Well, and see, that's where you fucked up. You can't cut yourself and say the dude had a gun.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like,
and then you talking about he had a list. Well, what the fuck he say to you?
That's what I want to know. But after finding out it was all fake, and then she said he smelled like urine. It's like,
yeah, where did you? Why?
Why that detail?
He had a face mask. He's a white dude, and he smelled like urine. So you trying to tell me a homeless man robbed you with a gun?
That's what it sounded like to me. And then she tried to blame it. Yeah, because Noah, his best friend, he was also his best man inside the wedding. So you just trying to you killed him and then blamed his best friend for it.
God damn.
Yeah, she was cold on so many levels.
Yeah, like then you try to set up the friend, so can't nobody mourn in peace because you just fucking up everybody's shit.
Yeah, they went up and they was questioning him like, yo, did you have something to do with Bob's murder? And it was like, like, no. And then he gave him his alibi and it was just like, that's my best friend. I'm trying to figure out what happened so I can move on from this.
Yeah. This has got to be a fucked up feeling too. You find out one of your best friend dies and then you're a suspect. Like, motherfucker, what?
And then you're a suspect because the wife said something.
Because the wife said something?
Yeah, like you think I'm going to have something to do? I was in your wedding. Like,
oh, man. I'd have told the police as soon as I found that out, hey, you might want to investigate her. Shit.
Yeah, I definitely. That's exactly it. I would have clapped back. But he was cool about it. He didn't do all that. But they probably didn't even bring it up to him because they showed everything after the whole case was done. But if I would have found that out, that would have pissed me off to the 10. It's like, don't kill somebody and then try to paint that shit on me.
I would have definitely had to have at least some type of sit down or some type of talk, some type of confrontation because you ain't just going to blame. Like, why? What you blame me for?
Oh, well, yeah.
Nah. What you blame me for?
Nah.
Because we not about to do that.
That's...
We not going there.
But you're excluded from everybody now. Ain't nobody, like, even when she get out, I'm pretty sure ain't nobody gonna be fucking with her.
No.
I wouldn't. Hell no.
I mean, because you definitely can't trust her. And I hope she doesn't get out. She needs to stay in. People with that type of mind frame ain't right. You could just fuck up something. Somebody else is providing all this shit for you, and you could just fuck that up by killing them. Because you fucked up instead of saying something.
She got so many people involved in the whole crime scene herself.
Yeah.
She got her kids involved because they were there.
If the best friend is still around, I would be there. If the motherfucking family is around, I'll be there. Hell.
Got the sister involved. Got the best friend, his best friend involved. Out of all best friends, his best friend. Then you got his workers involved. Maybe they were trying to get a payback move back on him because he fired him or some shit like that.
And they getting all these stories from
yeah.
her.
And then they were actually
Bullshit.
going. They was questioning the workers too. They was watching them then. So it's like, damn, like you got everybody being watched by the police. There's heat everywhere because of you. Some shit you
And see,
did.
that to me is bullshit because not only did she give the police a runaround,
Yeah.
you fucking you backtrack and fucking fuck. I lost my words.
She backtracked basically. She really didn't even. She fucked up the whole thing. Like the whole thing, honestly,
That's what I'm saying.
wasn't even
My
planned
bad,
out.
my
You
bad,
planned
my
it
bad.
out.
I got it. My bad. It's late, but she gave the police a runaround. Then you backtrack and try to say, well, it's not this person, it's this person. It's not this person, it's not this person. It's this person, it's this person. And the whole time it's you.
Yeah.
And then somehow you still get a deal? Man, let that have been somebody else.
Yeah, I was keep my mouth closed on that part.
That's all I'm going to say. Let that have been somebody else.
I know exactly where you going with that.
I know a lot of people that got a lot more time
But
and ain't even killed nobody.
wasn't even close to killing somebody.
And
Wasn't even.
she killed a provider,
Yeah.
somebody that was changed, and that's the part that's always fucks me up because it's always the good people. You know what I'm saying? It's always the good people.
Yeah. Let him be like an abuser or somebody crazy or some shit.
He giving people loans. He helping people out during the holidays.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was buying his friends shit, taking
know
care
he
of his
was.
family, taking care of his extended family, taking care of his workers. And then not only that, he a provider, so he providing jobs for people. And you took all that away in one day. Well, actually over the course of 5 years, but still in one day, you took all of that away.
And then, like the biggest part really is just kind of like, your kids are fucked in the head. I'm pretty sure it's just like that's.
I don't want to say her kids are fucked in the head. I hope they're good. I hope they're doing great things out there in the world. But
yeah.
I know at that time, and probably for a very long time, that shit fucking traumatized them.
Yeah, that's trauma. That's what I mean. Like that shit. Like you traumatized them for a minute. You know.
Yeah.
Like
Because that shit, man, what? To find out, that's what I'm saying. To go from thinking you have an intruder to finding out the whole entire time this intruder was made up and the real person was the person that birthed you.
yeah. And they're thinking like, no, because
And on the cool, that shit probably gave them so many fucking trust issues.
they were like 7, 8 years old when that shit happened.
That shit, I'm saying that shit probably really gave them a lot of trust issues.
Oh yeah,
because,
definitely.
Yeah, like what?
Definitely. I know it did. Ain't no way it could not have. I mean,
Like my own mama lied to me.
like when you sit around and you just start thinking in your head, you like yo, that happened. Like,
Yeah,
that sounds something out of a horror movie.
yeah. It definitely sounds like a movie.
And it's like, nah, that's some real shit that happened to you. Like,
Yeah, and that's the crazy part, and that's the trippy part about a lot of these stories is that it sounds just straight from a movie, but it's just this is real. This is really what people are doing. The crazy part, people been doing this shit.
oh yeah. I'm telling you, man, I got a lot of more stories, man.
We'll hear them soon.
I got a lot more, man. I can't wait, man.
We call them tales.
Sorry about that. I got a lot of more tales.
It's okay. We'll get you used to it.
I'm already. It's rubbing off on me, man. I got a lot of tales for y'all. Oh man, I love this though, man. I love this, man.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been great. It's been good. I like it. Oh.
What's that?
I forgot. We was supposed to announce it on the last one, but we had technical difficulties and we don't have any YouTube videos. All the videos are lost.
No.
So yeah, big womp for that. So
All right. But all I mean is
but
we're working on it. Working real hard on it.
we're working. We're gonna we're gonna get it right. We're gonna figure it out, and we still gonna try to put something out there. We're gonna try to put something. You might not get a whole episode on YouTube yet, but you get something.
It'll be out there. It'll be out there.
You
Trust
get a
me.
little something.
Trust me. When we go in the lab, we will cook something up.
Yeah, yeah. That's what we do.
Definitely. We definitely gonna have that put out. Cause yeah, y'all gotta see the shoes and the pops.
Yeah, we definitely want to give y'all visual to the audio, so we just bear with us for a little bit, and we'll figure this out. And when we do, hopefully y'all enjoy it as much as we love making it.
Yeah, I love this. I love this. I can't wait to write the next one.
Uh, Go ahead, brother.
I can't wait.
Go ahead.
I still got my journal in my hand.
Yeah, I see. You ain't letting that shit go.
Finna go home just
He got that Arthur grip on it.
not the Arthur grip. Not the Arthur grip, man.
That man ain't let that journal go since he walked through the door.
Let me put it down for
Go ahead, sit it down. It's all
Let me
right.
put it down. Let me put it down. See,
Go
I
ahead,
feel
relax.
uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable.
Take a load off. It's over now. You made it. You did it. It's over. The words have been said.
Man, I took a lot of research to get this put together,
Yeah, I believe it.
but it was worth it. It was worth it. I love
Yeah,
this.
definitely worth it. Cause I ain't gonna lie, this tale was crazy.
Yeah. I knew it. I was like, hey, I gotta tell you this tale today.
Yeah,
man.
and I haven't heard this one. I haven't
Really?
heard it this one.
Yeah. When I had read into it, cause when I was like first starting, I was like, damn, like who's the intruder? I was really thinking like, yo, the best friend popped up with somebody, but I found out like the details started pointing. I was like, wait.
Yeah,
Oh,
because it does sound. It sounds vocally, it sounds believable.
yeah.
But then when you have the evidence and you get to the scene, it's like what? What'd you say happened? That's not what I see.
And see, that's I feel like detectives should get paid top dollar for that, because to put a whole bunch of evidence together just to catch one person, like I know that takes time. That takes dedication. That takes a lot of thinking also too.
Yeah.
Because like that's a lot of thinking power you got to put into it. Like you got to be like, yo, like, wait, she said what? Like,
And that's the crazy part.
and then you being lied to, so it's a big ass runaround you doing, because you like, okay, some shit she telling the truth about, some shit she lying about.
Yeah.
I gotta sit back and decipher that shit in my office. That's like, and then you got other people. You like, yo, what y'all think about the story? And they're like, well, that does sound believable, but what about this piece of evidence? You know.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I know that shit. I know they get headaches.
I don't know, when the detectives got the call from the IRS, that was like a big red flag. Like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
We're on the right
hell
track.
yeah. They like appreciate the call. Like,
Because think about it, the IRS called you to tell you
yeah,
you should investigate her, because she called us first thing in the morning and told us she's not gonna be able to because her husband's dead. Like,
and they're like, oh, we got a motive.
Yeah.
We're missing about, I don't know, 1.7
$7
million.
so maybe that might be a motive. I don't know.
I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. You know, we are missing the money. You know,
Yeah.
he's dead all of a sudden.
And that's crazy. Shout out to them for actually giving up that lead on the case,
Oh yeah.
because I don't know if that would happen today. There's so much shit going on. It's just like,
Now I feel like it's gotten better over time. So I feel like if that case was to happen like this year or some shit, it'd have been figured out quickly. Well, I mean, it took them. I think it took them like 10 days.
and that's another thing. Like, where was the IRS mail going?
Well, see, she was in charge of the book, so I'm pretty sure like she doing all the paperwork shit. I'm pretty sure.
So he was just sliding over there.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. That's because, if he was checking the mail and he did see something, and then even if he was to, he's not getting no red flags because he got his trust in her. Remember, you know. So it's like, oh, okay, she got it. Like, what, It's like you see a light bill come to the crib and somebody take care of it. You like, man, I ain't worried about it. I ain't finna open this up. They got it.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah.
So ain't no point in looking at it. I ain't paying, or I ain't gotta really stress about it. I know this person's 100% legit, and then you
I
find
guess
out
I'm
they're
just
not.
nosy. I like looking.
Hell yeah. Some,
But I don't look at everybody mail, but like my mom's mail, I look at it just to see. Like when I was little, I would look at the mail just to see how much we paying them on fucking electricity and water and shit.
can't be that bad being an adult. Shit.
Shit. I was not ready to be an adult.
Oh
I said,
man.
I don't want to be a fucking adult.
I think that's all of us at this point,
My
man.
mom used to always be, you just can't wait to be grown. Actually, no, because grown people have bills.
Yeah.
I want to be young.
Same. If I can go back to not paying bills,
Should I just be 17 forever?
man.
Like, I'm almost grown. I'm old enough to take care of myself, but I still need you.
That shit is a burden on their back. They're like, hey, we gonna have to come with some arrangements.
Yeah.
Can you knock out, I don't know, the electricity bill or something? Like, I don't know about that.
Shit, I would.
Like, you know.
I'll knock out a bill instead of taking care of all the bills.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'll do that shit right now.
I'll take 1 over 10.
Anybody got any offers, I'm taking. Any offers, I'm taking. Hey, give me all I need is some water, hot pockets, video game system, little room in your house. You need one bill taken care of, I'm your guy.
Hey, no cap. I seen somebody make a room inside a room with a sheet.
Okay, really don't do this. That's just that just sounds disgraceful. Fuck that. Fuck that. Like I saw.
Hey, we was lit inside that one little room with the sheet around it. That shit was funny.
Like on
as
some
fuck.
nursing home shit.
Damn, now that you say it.
Fuck that.
I wasn't thinking like that, but
Nigga over here practicing it.
I did. I did see that shit. I didn't. Well, I think I did help put it up.
You helped? Oh, jeez. Thought you got over there and it was already like that. This nigga went over there.
I was thinking back, but then I do remember putting the thumbtacks inside the ceiling. So, oh yeah, I was there. I was commissioned to do that.
Do you still have this person in your life?
I don't like the way you said that. Do you still have this person in your life?
Like, do you still have contact with them?
Yeah.
Oh man, has their situation gotten better?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is a very, very temporary situation.
Oh, okay. See, I thought they was just like, nah, man, I gotta save every penny, man. You know,
Oh,
they
nah.
got those guys out there like that. Where they like,
Nah,
oh,
it was on some funny shit.
okay, cool.
It wasn't on
Cool.
this is it. But
Oh, okay. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, this person's cool. Whoever this person is, hey, shout out.
no, they was innovative. I never thought about doing some shit like that. You just set up a room with sheets. You just throw the sheets around the damn, put the sheets on the ceiling.
Hey, you said they doing better, right? Yeah, that's literally like what rags to riches. You know, I get that feeling. You know, the sheets are like rag. Never mind. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Don't worry about that part.
Edit. Oh man, it's been fun.
Oh man, that look you gave me was like, you know, we can't play this, right?
You know you fucked up, right?
And that part of the movie always gets me, bro.
Hey, that shit funny as fuck. Cause I be sitting there listening to those words, and he do say that shit. He's like, "So you had arrived at 8:45, right?" Yeah. And he asked him some more questions. So you was definitely there at 9:45, right? Yeah, I think so. Now you know you fucked up, right?
That shit always. And the way he look, nigga, look scary.
What? He always looks scary.
Yeah, like every movie he playing is just like.
He should have been a scary movie person. Cause his shit would have been like, cause he a good actor too.
A good ass actor.
But his shit.
And wasn't he in Get Rich or Die Trying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I know I wasn't tripping. I was like,
Hey,
yeah.
he got one of my favorite lines in that movie. That nigga said, "Son, I am God. I'm God.
Nah.
I'm Allah. I'm Buddha. All rolled
Yeah.
up into one big motherfucker."
Crazy.
I said, "Damn, that nigga cold."
I'm finna go watch that shit. But I ain't gonna lie, Get Rich or Die Trying. I watched that movie like a lot when I was a kid for some reason. And the thing about it was
It kept
like,
coming on TV.
I wasn't even trying to watch it. Yeah, like,
You can you just turned on BET, Get Rich or Die Trying. Again?
hey, you know what else movies like that?
What?
Baby Boy.
Bruh,
They play the fuck out that movie, man.
bruh. I don't know what type of royalties they got, but I know they got paid.
And you know what's crazy? That movie didn't even do numbers like in the actual movie when it dropped. Like
Yeah.
BET is why that movie's big like that. I was like, okay. But
I'm about to say, black people, you gotta put yourself on.
I feel like the biggest LBET took is taking off 106 in Park.
Yeah, because there's nobody else hosting music videos anymore.
At all. I noticed that.
And it's kind of like boring now because it's like you get on TV and it's just, I don't even know what MTV got. They took all their shit off. I was like, I don't want to watch reality TV on MTV.
You know,
It's MTV. It's literally music TV. Why
yeah,
are you showing me reality shows?
all day long.
I can't support your brand if you don't even support it.
It's either the only thing that keep them alive is what, Wild and Out. It's Wild and Out.
I thought Wild 'N Out was on VH1.
No, it's on MTV. It's Wild and Out and it's
Oh,
ridiculous. I can't say that.
Oh, ridiculousness.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, that's the only two that like.
Nah, ridiculousness is crazy. That
That was a good
was
show.
a good ass show.
Yeah, it's a good show they did.
That's a good ass show. So thank you. We can't tell you how much we appreciate everybody that's listening and rocking with us so far. Hopefully you keep tuning in and we'll keep dropping.
Yes.
Once again, I am Sir